Sunrise. Mist hangs low, air thick with the scent of wet earth. Maro, 10 years old, already awake.
Her small hands, calloused but sure, reach for the clay pot, water cold and refreshing against her skin.
Bamenda, a town nestled in the heart of Cameroon's grasslands. Life here is simple, a rhythm as old as time. The sun dictates their days, the land, their livelihood. Maro knows this rhythm. It is in her blood, in the way she moves, in the way she breathes. Her days are a tapestry woven with chores, fetching water from the distant stream, gathering firewood, the weight of familiar ache on her back, helping her mother in the small garden, coaxing life from the soil. But amidst the toil, there is joy, in the laughter of children, playing under the watchful gaze of Mount Cameroon. In the evenings, when families gather around crackling fires, stories painting the night sky. This is Maro's world, a world she understands. Pa, a farmer, his back bent but his spirit strong. Mama, her hands rough but her love boundless. 3 siblings, their laughter echoing through the small mud brick house. This is Maro's family, her anchor in the world. Their home, humble but filled with warmth. The air, thick with the aroma of Mama's cooking, a simple meal of fufu and eru. Nights spent huddled together on woven mats, the darkness alive with the chirping of crickets. Life is a struggle, the harvest often meager, the money never enough. But they have each other. Love, a silent language spoken in shared glances, in helping hands, in the comfort of their presence.
Yet, a shadow hangs over their lives. A shadow of worry etched on Pa's face. The weight of providing for his family, a heavy burden.
The city, Douala, a distant whisper carried by the wind reaching their small village, a place of opportunity, of dreams of a better life. Pa, his face a mixture of hope and despair, shares the news. A chance for Maro to go to the city, to work, to earn, to send money back home, a chance to ease their burden.
Maro listens, a knot forming in her stomach. The city, a place unknown, a place she has only heard of in stories. Fear mingles with a flicker of excitement, a chance to escape the cycle of poverty that binds them.
Mama, her eyes filled with tears, holds Maro close. A silent promise in her embrace. To be strong, to be brave. A mother's love, a shield against the unknown.
A distant relative, Auntie Agatha, lives in Douala. She has agreed to take Maro in, a glimmer of hope in their despair. Preparations are made, a small bag packed with Maro's meager belongings. Her only dress, carefully washed and ironed, a faded photograph of her family, a precious reminder of home. The day arrives, goodbyes, filled with tears and unspoken fears.
Pa, his voice gruff with emotion, places a worn note in Maro's hand. Auntie Agatha's address, a lifeline in a sea of uncertainty.
The bus rumbles to life, a mechanical beast ready to devour the miles. Maro, clutching her bag and her father's note, watches her world shrink in the distance. Douala, a cacophony of noise and chaos, cars honking, vendors shouting, music blaring, the air thick with exhaust fumes and the stench of uncollected garbage.
This city, it's so different from my village.
Overwhelmed by the sensory overload, Maro clings to her bag. The city, a stark contrast to the peace of her village. Buildings, tall and imposing, seem to scrape the sky.
Auntie Agatha's house? It's just a small room in a crowded tenement building.
The smell of sweat and stale food hangs heavy in the air. Maro, her heart sinking, realizes this is to be her new home. Auntie Agatha, a woman hardened by the city, greets Maro with a curt nod. Gone is the warmth, the kindness that Maro had expected. In its place, a cold indifference.
There's work for you. You'll be a housemaid in a wealthy family's home.
The work is endless. Cleaning, cooking, caring for their children. Maro, treated as invisible, moves through the house like a ghost.
They don't even see me, I'm just here.
The family, oblivious to her existence, treats her with disdain. Their children, spoilt and demanding, order her around. Maro, her spirit slowly breaking, longs for the familiar rhythm of her village life.
I miss home so much.
Days bleed into weeks, weeks into months. Maro, trapped in a cycle of drudgery, finds solace in stolen moments. A quiet corner in the bustling market where she closes her eyes and remembers the scent of her mother's garden.
Just a moment of peace, that's all I need.
A glimpse of the setting sun, painting the city sky in hues of orange and purple, reminding her of home. Nights spent on a mat on the cold floor are the hardest. Tears, silent and heavy, stain her pillow. Loneliness, a constant ache in her chest.
Mama, I miss you.
Section 8, fleeting moments of solace. Amidst the darkness, flickers of light, a kind word from a fellow housemaid, a shared meal, simple but eaten with a sense of camaraderie. Sundays, a precious day off.
I join other girls from my village at the local church. The familiar hymns sung in our native tongue are a balm to my soul. Letters from home, arriving like precious gifts. News of my family, their struggles, their love. I treasure these letters, reading them over and over until the words are etched in my memory.
And Section 9, a spirit unbroken. Despite the hardship, Maro's spirit remains unbroken. She finds strength in her memories, in the love of her family, in the belief that one day things will be better.
I learn to navigate the city, its hidden dangers and unexpected kindnesses. I pick up the local language, my tongue adapting to the rhythm of the city. Once a naive girl from the grasslands, I am slowly transforming. The city, my harsh teacher, is molding me into a survivor.
Section 10, the escape. One day an opportunity arises, a chance encounter with a woman at the market, a woman who listens to Maro's story, her eyes filled with compassion. A plan is hatched.
A daring escape from Auntie Agatha's clutches. A risky journey to an unknown destination. But for me it is a chance at freedom, a chance to reclaim my life.
Section 11, a prayer for dawn. The city lights fade in the distance. Maro, her heart pounding with a mixture of fear and exhilaration, walks towards an uncertain future. The road ahead is long, fraught with danger, but with each step, she sheds the weight of her past.
I carry with me the resilience of my village, the love of my family, and the hope for a brighter dawn. My journey is far from over, but in my heart a prayer blooms. A prayer for a life filled with dignity, with purpose, with love. A prayer for a future where I can finally be free.